Let's get it. Okay, we got this person. I think we played them yesterday. I don't know what they're playing though. Let's take the lizard here. I don't want Prio usually. Negative? Tripoli, sure. Chavez. Oh man, if we lose X Mansion here too. Okay, Squirrel Girl. It's fine. Rescue is amazing for us. Right? This is kind of awkward though, right? So I want to play into here. So we'll probably do something like Witch here, Nova here. Could put Nova under here. Evening Trey, how are you doing, man? Storm, sure. You're literally gonna. Oh man. That's a snap. So we have this. So we're gonna be winning here, and we're winning over here. They probably will stay before the Shang-Chi flips up. They are dead. Yep. Got an extra cube. Yo, what's up, Nathan? How are you doing? Facing real people, man. All the pumping is paying off. It's like my first or second game. I played one game before to make sure I wasn't bugging out. All the pumping is paying off. I have no clue what they're playing though. Like with Travis and Jubilee. Yeah, that's probably the way to go, Jay. If you're gonna play it a lot, like it's definitely worth to get, right? I don't care about that, right? So we just switch here. It's just like a weird deck. You went up 20 ranks. Nice, nice. Hopefully you face Gab. I mean, I don't care who we face. It's Polaris. We have Killmonger for Sunspot, which is really nice. Yeah. Yeah, we're chilling. We're chilling. I'm gonna play some Dino today. I'm gonna try and queue Dino if we keep running into Sky actually, so I can see how it does versus their good stuff deck, I guess, with Jubilee and Psylocke. Really don't know what it is. Yeah, but if you're gonna get the value out of Shuri, like it's probably worth it. And even if they nerf the deck, they're probably not gonna make her unplayable, hopefully. So this is hub. Okay. Just do this. Stick Sarah there next turn. If it gets you the cubes, then it's worth it, right? I don't know, I really like Shuri, so it's like I really don't hope they nerf her just because of that the broken deck with her right now. Like she fits in so many fun decks. Psylocke, interesting. That's a choice. Alright, so hopefully Sarah's enough here so that Killmonger will win us the vault. I don't know what they're Psylocking here though. It's kind of scary. If they get a big drop in the vault, we're scared. But ideally, maybe they take Prio, but we'll see. I don't know what the Psylocke here could mean like they pass and go She-Hulk Infinite. Maybe that's the kind of deck they're playing. They do that. They're probably gonna, yeah, they're gonna pass into She-Hulk Infinite. Okay, can we beat that? Gonna be tough because we have Prio. So we're never beating it in Monster Metropolis. Theoretically, this could work. This means they would have to put the Infinite here and She-Hulk here, rather than the other way around. But if they put She-Hulk here, that's 14, right? And we're gonna gain, this will be 5, but 4, plus 4, plus 2, so we'll lose by 1. I don't know, I want to see what they're playing, so let's do this. Oh wow, they just play over here. Okay. So they're probably passing for the Sunspot, but they're gonna lose to our Killmonger. They Shang-Chi. Huh? How does that ever win? So they're just trying to hope that I didn't have the Killmonger, I guess. Yeah, that's why Shuri is so good, right? It's because even if you get Leech, usually you're fine with it. You're confused. I'm confused too, Tyranitar. I just played them with, although I guess I Shang-Chi'd them, not Killmonger them, but I don't know what the thought process was there. The thought process was Killmonger doesn't exist. That was the thought process, right? Killmonger does not exist. Oh, Jay redeeming the battle mode. Okay, I'll get you after this game. Oh man, we got 2 lizards. How do we ever lose? Actual and mega nuts. Nice, Jay. Okay, I'll battle you after. Two lizards is better than 1. Oh man, that hitting the Mysterio is awful, by the way, because all the clones get -1. Okay, we have Nidavellir, so we're pretty fine with that. We're just gonna stick 2 lizards in there. Try and win kiln as hard as possible. They're storming the kiln, which was already gonna disappear. Okay. The nice thing here is if they put a 1-drop, you can proc the 1-drop off. But we're probably just gonna Enchantress and try and win kiln right away. Okay, they didn't fill, that's interesting. If it's Jessica, we still win. Yeah. We can even pull something out with Polaris. Yeah, they're just leaving. Alright, we're Jay redeemed battle mode battle, so we will play him now. If you want to put your code, Jay, put it up. And we'll play some battle mode. I think I have a deck I want to use. Yeah, I do. Yeah. Music is so quiet. Bring it up a little bit. Thank you. Dinosaurs. Alright, good luck, Jay. Please don't watch the stream while you're playing. But yeah, how we going? Let's see. I'm gonna say something. I completely forgot what that was. Oh yeah, I made some tweaks to the dinosaur list, so that's kind of what I'm testing out. Although instantly Moon Girl gets wrecked, but it's fine. There was something I was gonna say, but I forgot. Oh, now it gets unwrecked. Nice. Just do this. See what Jay is cooking. That might be just Snap, honestly. But yeah, especially because he passed. Oh, you know what he's cooking? He's cooking Shuri. Because he just bought Shuri. Oh man, we got negative zoned. But yeah, I definitely can't snap because we don't run Shang-Chi. Maybe if I get the arrow, we can snap. But we're actually not in a good spot here because he runs Shuri. What is going in the negative zone? Lizard, sure. Alright, random cards save us. Kinda need a dinosaur here. I also want priority, so we're gonna go hard middle. Major Meowster. Hey, I've come to talk about our Lord and Savior Goose the Cat. I do love the Goose, yes. I run that in a couple different decks, but yeah. It's very strong. Obviously, dinosaurs don't like cats, so that is why it's not in this one, but normally I'd stick it in, yeah. This could be a snap, but also I did this wrong order because I have Mystique in the deck. So in case I draw Mystique, I want to do this. It's a little bit spooky, but we'll snap it. We'll snap the Dino. Dinos are OP, right? Actually the best card. But yeah, welcome to the stream, Major Meowsters. Okay, he stays. What does that mean? What is this card? Is this arrow? That's fine. Just means we don't do him now. Just means we play our own arrow. Unless you can fill, we win. My guy. I don't think you're winning against the arrow. There's no way he can fill, right? 6 cards, maybe. I guess I play this just in case. We have prio too. You just got Shuri too? Nice, nice. Yeah, Jay, the person we're playing right now, also just got Shuri. Oh man, he's gonna lose 8 to the arrow. Feels bad. What? I'm so confused. Is there something we lose to in negative zone? I'm so confused. You bought Shiro and choose 6k. Honestly, still a goodbye to Tyranitar. Probably one of the best uses for tokens, right? That you can do. Shuri has always been good, and she's been good in different decks, right? So. Alright, I think if you, I always think if you put someone to 2 health early, you should just snap them. I don't know why. Oh yeah, I know why, because you want to get them to like single game situations as quickly as possible, right? Because if eventually you're going into 2 cube rounds. So fantastic value. Unlike the 6k you spent on Bast. Yeah, I feel you. I spent 6k on Bast as well. Ooh, that's terrible for his deck. Pretty bad for mine, because it missed the dinosaur, but oh, you can see. Yeah, that is really bad for sure. That is why you snap early, right? Because he could have retreated if he saw the peak for 1 cube and done a mulligan. Yeah, I spent 6k on Bast too, which was reasonable value, but honestly, I got more use of Bast more recently now since you dropped to Series 4. Yeah, you had your combo that time? Yeah, I figured that's why you retreated. Because you had your big boys in hand. Alright, what do you got in the shop? Terrible stuff? Stature. Pin it. Probably not going to get it, but we'll pin it. Oh yeah, I wanted the credits, that's what I wanted. Yeah, that location is really rough. I mean, if you have like Shuri in hand, it's okay, but that's pretty much it. Every other card kind of sucks if you get hit. Alright, let's play some Dino on ladder. But yeah, Bast like is a really good and unique card. It's just not that powerful, like overall. Like I'm getting a lot of use of Bast right now in the bounce deck, the Darkhawk bounce deck. But honestly, yeah, I mean negative is not that good, so I don't know. I like negative a lot, so that's why I got it. And Zoo is terrible, and it would be good in Zoo, but Zoo is just so bad. Yeah, Bast was not worth 6k. I mean, we get the badge. Look at it this way, Tyranitar. We get the badge. What more can we ask for than the first edition badge? Oh man, Manscape is awful because they're gonna probably empty their hand. Okay, we can get rid of Mindscape with magic. It's actually a nutty. Oh man, Jubilee is scary. To the dinosaur. Yo, what's up, iBoss? How you doing, man? Agatha in your shop, you kind of want it. Don't buy Agatha, Jay, please. She's so bad. Although I will say, I saw like the best use case of Agatha today during the Snap Battle tournament that they had going earlier. What happened is that one of the people got Agatha from I think it was from Agent 13, and then it instantly got pulled out by Sakar. I gotta say that's probably best case for Agatha. You want to see what it does? It plays your cards completely randomly, Jay. It's awful. I do not recommend. I generally don't recommend you spend on Series 3 in general. I don't think so, iBoss. I don't recommend people spend tokens on Series 3, except at the very beginning of Series 3. And Mysterio is not that good. It's like good in one deck, right? Two decks. Sarah and Bounce, which requires you to have Bast. Okay, oh, we're behind here. Sunspot and Wolfsbane. Oh man. Think we lose here? Because they got a free 6 drop too, right? I mean, we'll play it out, but... even just lose to Iron Man. Although Collector gets buffed. I don't know, it'll be close. It just depends what they got from the raft. Yeah, if you're 9 cards away, don't buy anything. It's not worth it at all. Oh, okay, I think they passed enough so that they beat us on the raft, right? You just got Typhoid Mary? Nice, Jay. Fit into your 0 deck. Oh, what are my missions? Play cards, 3 cost cards? Sure. Easy enough. Who doesn't play cards in a card game? I guess Galactus. I don't think so, Jay. That would not be what I replaced. Honestly, she probably doesn't go into the Shuri deck. It's tough. It's tough to run Typhoid Mary outside of Sauron. Like, if you want my competitive opinion. Like, you can try it, but it's not good. Oh yeah, you can run it in the Sarah deck, yeah. The Toxic Sarah. If you have the cards for that. But I've said this before, I don't recommend Toxic Sarah for climbing. But like, that's what you can run it in. Oh man. Quinjet. I'll play this mid. Oh, not this one. I mean, it could be worse. I guess we could have put on Dino or there. But yeah, she probably goes into more like Zabu or Ceradex, that kind of thing. Oh, you're waiting on Luke Cage. Yeah, you need Luke Cage too. It's Doctor Doom here. Seems pretty good. Oh yeah, and we have to go double Dino into Mystique, Agent Coulson. That's why Coulson's in the deck, right? Hazmat, Valkyrie, Bass. Yeah, I want Valkyrie a lot. I have Bast already. I don't think those would all go in the same deck. I mean, I guess they could. It's more of a meme deck though, right? The whole Luke Cage Bast shenanigans. But yeah, I've been wanting to do that. Like with Valkyrie as well. Yeah, it's a fun deck, yeah. It is definitely a fun deck. But basically what I'm trying to see here is what size the average collector is. Is it worth running in a Dino deck that has like Cable, Agent 13, Coulson, Moon Girl, Sentinel? If it's above, if it's 2-4 or higher on average, then I think it's worth it. If it's smaller than 2-4, then it's probably useless. Right, because the thing is, you're never playing like a 2-drop on turn 6, right? Your turn 6 is going to be Arrow, Doctor Doom, or like Mystique plus like cards that add stuff to your hand. So I think there is some argument for Collector being a playable card. I don't know how strong that argument is though. Oh man, okay, we need Doom and then we're fine here. See, like here, Sentinel is just better, right? Maybe not. Could be this into Sentinel. It's really awkward. Actually, no, it's definitely Sentinel since I have Quinjet out. So then I could do Sentinel Collector on the next turn. Yeah, that was a misplay. That was definitely a misplay. Lizard is better on average, probably, yeah. But the thing but Lizard is actually one of the cards that I'm not thinking to replace it. Because I think if I play this deck, so I'm doing some prep for a Series 3 tournament, and if I think I would have Lizard in another deck if I were to bring this deck. So, yes, that is why I'm looking at Collector mainly. This is really awkward. I mean, we got the... Okay, we'll just do this. We'll stick White Queen here. Yeah, it could be Scorpion, yeah. But like, is Scorpion better than like a 5-power Collector? I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I know Scorpion's good. I don't think Iceman is good. I'd rather have Agent 13. Fantastic could work too, yeah. But I know Fantastic is good already. Fantastic here is not good. Alright, we just have cards that add cards in our hand left, so we can put Doctor Doom here. You want Sauron now? It drops in a couple weeks, Dre. So. But yeah, Fantastic could be okay. Yeah, definitely. Soon it will drop. Like, isn't this just a better Lizard? Like, I guess the downside to it though is, right, you throw priority, which is not the best. I can put them to 11 here. Wait, is this just better? Because I'm guaranteed to get something worth 4 power. And we're putting them to 11, yeah. Oh, but I'm killing my own stuff. Okay, never mind. That definitely is not better. I mean, we killed their stuff over here, so maybe it is better. And we brought up the Collector. That's probably fine. When Master Mold comes out, you'll have to wail. You want Master Mold. It's good if you like playing Ronin. Yeah. If you want to play like the Ronin deck, Master Mold is definitely a move. Alright, let's see. 15 boosters for Magic, the statistically worst card in Marvel Snap. Master Mold, buff your opponent's Dino. True. Honestly, I feel like Master Mold might see more play in Darkhawk. And you might be like, oh, why? Darkhawk doesn't care about how many cards in your opponent's hand. I feel like Master Mold, a lot of the time, prevents your opponent from drawing. So it might actually not be bad. And it's bigger than Black Widow. Right? Crystal's the worst card. Didn't TN say that that Master Mold is worse? Or not Master Mold, Magic has like a worse win rate? Or is it Crystal then Magic? Oh man, they got Quinjet with Triskelion? Yeah. Also, I like can't empty my hand at all. I guess I can play the Groot. Crystal's definitely up there, but I think it has a higher win rate than Magic. Sentry's bad. Sentry's, yeah, bad, but it's playable. Fringe playable. Okay, we can actually copy the Darkhawk. It'll be a decently sized Darkhawk. 8 power. Not the worst thing we can be doing. I mean, ideally we get the double. Oh my god. They got Quinjet and Sarah? What is this? What is this? I replay this, and then hopefully we can go like arrow plus a 1-drop next turn or something. I don't know. This is tough. This is tough. Their cards cost 0. Collector being 2 power here. Not that good. Collector would have been amazing if Triskelion was the 3rd location. Imagine. Are we still behind? Yeah, we're gonna be at 8, right? Either this or like this plus this, right? That doesn't really do anything. This might do be enough. People try and make Sentry work, right? With reasonable amounts of success. Like, I wouldn't say Sentry like needs a buff right away. Stuff that really needs help is, oh, they also have a Doctor Doom? Bruh. My Doctor Doom looks cooler though. Right, the stuff that really needs help right now is Crystal, Quake, Magic, what else? Yeah, Sentry Viper is mean. Basically all the 1-drops that aren't named Zero, Sunspot, or Quinjet need a buff. Right, is there any other playable 1-drop? Oh, Iceman is playable too. There's 4 playable 1-drops. Because of this card. Honestly, I don't even know if you buff them if they become any good. If you buff 1-drops, this probably just becomes a better card, right? Veg. Alright, that's the Cable. I don't know why Cable's 2 power and not 3. That's another question that I have. Killmonger for space or give them cards? Probably cards for Pria. I like priority. Man, I wish I had a Dino in my hand. That's why I don't like this version in comparison to the Hawk version. Because of the fact that I'm just like, no Dino, no win. Alright, I want space now. So I can try and draw the Dino, which is like the only win condition of this deck. I mean, the other win condition too is, right, just play big cards that you steal from your opponent. I don't know. I assume there's a difference, Jay, between playing me and playing your average person on ladder, but that's just my assumption. Alright, should we just try and Coulson something good into our hand? I mean, this is pretty nutty, right? Probably stick these together. Oh man, Hobgoblin. I mean, we can get bigger and bigger with Sentinel White Queen. Nick Fury. Oh man, what is this? I mean, it's just this, right? We tie here, we'll be 10. And up here. You're saving up again, you're not taking this one lying down. Alright, now we lose to the storm, yeah. Sure. Yeah, this deck is like... Whoever came up with the idea to give the bots a Juggernaut, Arrow, Magneto deck is a bitch, man. They had Magneto. I think Magneto won that game for them too if they played that instead. Wait till you get Luke Cage. Alright. No worries, my guy. Alright, we did our missions, awesome. But yeah, Dino is bitch. I said Series 3 today, so we'll stick with Series 3 Sarah. I want to try the Dark Hawk Sarah. Curious how that does. Apparently it's not terrible. And I can see it. It looks decent against Thanos. Wong Hazmat Absorbing that. You know, that's a Series 3 deck. Maybe I should just try it and see how bad it is. Although I feel like it would be really bad in battle mode. But all of those are Series 3 cards. Right, it'd just be worse than the generic junk deck in battle mode. Honestly, I mean, if we had our Enchantress, it would be better. But you lost it even with the big boys out. Yeah, I mean, if you get the Omega Nuts, it's pretty hard. Like, it's pretty strong, right? I guess I just want to Killmonger. I never get my Nova, right? So just Killmonger. Weird World. Yeah, Valkyrie is really good. I'm looking forward to that being downgraded, hopefully. Okay, that is nutty for our Red Skull, right? Because Red Skull is actually the strongest 5-drop in Marvel Snap. Don't at me. We had a long discussion about this yesterday in chat. But yeah, Red Skull is actually the best 5-drop in Marvel Snap. This was the conclusion. Oh man. If this wasn't a... I think this is a bot, yeah. If it wasn't a bot, I'd definitely snap here. Although we can get kind of punished by the Venom. So maybe I should have put Sarah somewhere else. And not cared about the buff. Especially because we have Shang-Chi in our deck. Not Venom? Okay. Zero is actually like the best thing. Raccoon was fine too. Alright, we can get Shang-Chi, which is a little bit scary. But we just need to make sure we're ahead, right? We're ahead enough here. So we just need to do like this. There's no way they Shang-Chi and get 8 power here with my cards. Yep, okay. Yeah, we talked about Shuri a lot yesterday too, Jay. But if they put Shuri to 5, she becomes unplayable, was our conclusion. Or she becomes fringe playable. She'll only be playable in exactly an Electro ramp deck that's trying to do something similar to what you're doing now. But we concluded that yes, it will be fringe playable in that deck, but that deck will be absolutely terrible. It'll just be dog water. Whoever would be trying to use that deck is not gonna have fun. Yeah, it loses to like everything if they do that. But yeah, we had a lot of different ideas for the best thing. Honestly, anything besides changing the cost like that, we were like, that was the conclusion that would be fine. Oh wow, they don't skip? That's unusual. What's in this expansion? Galactus? Oh my god, they got killed. Actually perfectly countered. Well, they never said they're making her cost 5, so as long as they don't make her cost 5, you're good, Jay. They also did, like, our conclusion was that, or at least my conclusion that I understood, which is still what I've been saying for like the past like month or so, is that they should just nerf Red Skull to like 13, and then they're probably fine. Then that deck's probably fine. They could also, another reasonable nerf would be to make her only buff the next card you play at her location. That would be fine too. That wouldn't kill the card. Right, basically make her a rescue that, like, if you play a card here next turn, double its power. Something like that. That would still be a playable card. Yeah, I've grown to like rescue. As popular as Shang-Chi is, if in the Sarah deck you're forcing them to Shang-Chi rescue, usually you can get far enough ahead that that doesn't matter. Alright, Bishop is not played here. Yeah, well, I'm thinking to not play Bishop and just play the Killmonger instead. I don't know what gets bigger, Bishop or Angela. Bishop, okay, so Bishop here gains 3, 4, 5. Angela gains 6, right? So Angela's better. No, Angela gains 4. Okay, so Bishop is better. Yeah, because I don't have a full lane for Angela. This kills Ant-Man, so I really don't need to put... Actually, I don't need to put more in that lane. I probably just want to put as much as possible in this lane. Because we're killing the Ant-Man. Yeah. Yeah, I was just doing the math there of how big the Angela is getting in comparison to the Bishop to see which one is better. But Bishop goes to 5, Angela goes to 6. Or no, Angela goes to 4, so Bishop is better. Yeah. Yeah, this deck is probably really solid in the meta. I mean, I would say like run the Darkhawk version instead, but like this has a lot of potential with post nerfs. Because they're probably not touching anything in this deck, right? This would be the version I recommend running right now. Oh wait, not this version. Something similar to this. Run the Darkhawk. Just run this version, but with Darkhawk and Rock Slide over like Rescue and Polaris, and it's probably fine. And then you probably put Korg in there. Like some version of Sarah with rocks, because you kind of need that versus Thanos. But like this version or like something similar is going to be very strong in a post nerf world, like especially if they hit Leech. Very good. Very good. I mean, Leech is what's killing this deck right now, right? Or we got Killmonger for the torch. It'll be interesting. I really hope they don't kill Thanos, but they do kill Leech. Purely for that, I don't even know if I play this turn, probably. Probably not, right? I don't want to pull something, but I want to buff Angela, so. I think literally just hitting Leech reasonably hard will change the meta a lot. So hopefully they'll do that. Sure. Stick that in Dark Dimension, I'll proc on the last turn. not the best hand. If we draw Mysterio, maybe we can win. Kind of losing hard to Heimdall. Maybe not that hard, right? They move 11 middle if they Heimdall. So we can get over that with like this. And then we'd win here. But we'd lose here. They'd go up to 20. We're probably losing this to Heimdall middle. Yeah. Okay, they just leave. Sure. Let's try this mode out. I want to think about a couple things here. Oh yeah, one thing we went through yesterday too is with Master Mold coming out next week. If you want to get ahead of the new Ronin meta, you just play Modok decks, and you're gonna win every game. But obviously, it's most likely that not that many people are gonna buy Master Mold, right? It's not a very good card. But if you're seeing it, you just play discard. Man, I wanted to hit the swarm there. But yeah, that's one of the reasons why Ronin is just worse than Dino, right? Because discard exists. Decks that flood out your hand like Sarah exist. Right? Generally, you can control your hand a lot better than your opponent's hand. That's terrible. I mean, sure. I don't want to play their cards. I mean, their cards are buffed, which is nice. Alright, they turned the vault into the vault. We'll stick this here, see if how much we need to float to win there. Oh. Well, floating 6 is not enough. My deck has Chavez, which means no matter where I put this, I lose to Chavez. And they pull my Chavez right with Weird World on 6 always. Well, I probably would not snap in a game where I think you can get a 60 power Red Skull on the board. But, yeah. Alright, missing out on Iceman, Sunspot, and Morbius is a pretty big L here. We do have Modok though, so winnable. We are playing a real person now. All the pumping paying off. Seeing a lot of people today. Usually I see even less on weekends and during the week, so this is nice. Although I don't like the roping on turn 1. Oh man, okay. I will say it is nice to play against the boss because they actually end their turn in a reasonable amount of time. What is this? Is this just BM? It looks like BM, yeah. I'm just being BM for, I think I beat this guy up a bunch earlier. Adam Warlock. Color me confused. Oh man, alright, we're storming that. Misty Knight into the face down Washington. Is he playing Uatu? I mean, it's fine. We stick this there, we Dracula, we Modok, and we're in like a ridiculously nice position. I don't even care about them drawing cards, right? I have the Giga Nuts. Man, the rope snap. I mean, I don't care. I have the Giga Nuts. I would have to get like leeched here to lose, most likely, right? That's their out. He's playing Patriot, which is why he's snapping, but I'm just gonna say bye to Washington, D.C. And then I'm gonna win that lane with the Dracula, so. Oh man, he doesn't even get the draw. That's funny. But yeah, we're sticking to Dracula there still because they can Patriot, right? Patriot would give them 6 more. But now they don't get any more draws, which is really nice. But yeah, we'll stick the Modok and Warrior Falls to kill the debris. Can snap them back here. They're in a tough spot. They also passed last turn for some unknown reason. They're magicking, sure. Wish I had Morbius out now. Do we just pass? No, we don't, right? We play one of the 6 drops. I think that 6 drop is Travis. We hold the Swarm so we can decide what to do. He's gonna Onslaught into double Patriot. Ooh, do we lose to that? Maybe. Yeah, we lose to double Patriot, right? Not gonna give 8 cubes to that. Yeah, I didn't expect the magic in the deck. But he has 1 card left, so the odds of him not having Patriot is like 0. And double Patriot in the Onslaught lane makes this rock too big for me to contest Hala. Right? And then I'll lose flooding for sure. Right, because that Onslaught makes each Patriot like +8. Right, because you can copy the Onslaught with the... Actually, it's more than that. It's +16, right? Because you can copy the Onslaught with the Mystique and then play Patriot. So it's like +16 to each 16 power rocks, 17 power wasps, 18 power Misty Knight. Yeah, we lose because of the Limbo. Happens. I did not think they were playing the Onslaught Patriot. But yeah, that will outpower this deck significantly. You need to have 6 turn games with discard to win. Alright, we're gonna hold Scarlet Witch since we know they run magic in their deck. We'll hold Mysterio too, I think. Do we play Mysterio here? This is actually a tough call. Right, this is really good with Rescue, but we have Sarah. It also gets cheaper. We'll hold it, we'll hold it. Alright, we're gonna pull the Warlock into Sewer System. Or maybe not. We'll try to pull it into Sewer System. Yeah, we should have played Mysterio. I forgot about the Adam Warlock again. I should have played it just to deny the Warlock proc. But it's fine. Here we have Enchantress in our deck and we have a way to shut off. The main thing is we have a way to shut off the magic. So we should be fine. They're snapping us, but we're gonna stay because we have Sarah plus Killmonger. Yeah, if they magic here, we'll snap back actually. If they magic on turn 5, they're gonna play Onslaught again, right? And we'll beat them with like Killmonger Witch. It's a little bit scary if they like Patriot here. Ideally we draw the Enchantress. If we don't draw the Enchantress, maybe we're a little bit boned. We do auto win Mojo World with the Killmonger. Alright, we gotta do maths, but actually no we don't, right? We just auto win Mojo World and we kill off their whole left side, so we're gonna steal 8 cubes here. This is why Scarlet Witch is nutty, right? Oh wait, but we kill our own squirrel. Okay, actually we have to win by points here. So we win here. Question is, do we win here? It's probably not the best way to do this, right? This is 4 power with this. Five, 6. Something like this. Steal 8 cubes. Seems good to me. This way we keep 3 in here. And we'll get to kill off everything. Should be bigger than the onslaught. Could be scary if he plays Wasp too. We'll say he's not playing a Wasp along with the onslaught. Steal them cubes. Nice 8 cuber. Start off the stream. Very satisfying Killmonger. Brings us to 162, which is nice. But yeah, that's why Magic is bad, right? Oh, another player. I wonder what they're playing. Man, all our pumping is paying off. Like, I mean, I keep saying this, but it really is. It let people catch up to our rank, which is really nice. I like playing people. Alright, what are we doing here? Where is putting this Angela? It's actually a very interesting question, right? Most likely we're going Angela, Polaris, Rescue. I think we're playing this in Atlantis. Alright, this is another good matchup. It looks like some kind of zoo deck. If we get Killmonger, we can snap. Without Killmonger, this might be a little bit hard. I'll put this here because I might want a Scarlet Witch Grand Central. Nothing in my hand I want to get pulled out early on turn 5. Or not early, nothing in my hand I want to get pulled out on turn 5. And I don't know what they're running, but with Sunspot it could be something big. Okay, they are Sudo. Okay, so we just need Killmonger and we win. Or Enchantress is good too, right? But yeah, we'll flip this and we'll just play out everything, right? This might even be a snap. Don't think we snap just yet. Maybe we don't play the Mysterio just yet. Play the Nova though. Trying to get priority here. Mysterio doesn't help with that. But yeah, okay, they played out a bunch of stuff so they could get something good from Grand Central. But we're flipping it off, so should be in a good spot. Hollows doesn't do anything. Alright. Killmonger, one Killmonger, please. Never Killmonger. I mean, this is still insane, right? This turns off Khazar and Ant-Man. Kind of sucks we can't get more power over here. If we turn off Khazar and Ant-Man, he only has 7 here. That's such a boomer snap. We'll play it out. We'll give up on Atlantis. Getting 10 mid is pretty difficult. Okay, it just depends what this card is. Blade. Blade might be big enough. We have 7. Yeah, they have 10. We're gonna be too small. Close, close. Yeah, we just didn't draw a Killmonger, right? So we probably should leave if they Boomer Snap there and we have no Killmonger. Yeah, Blade is just too big. It happens, it happens. Kind of hoping for like a Blue Marvel or something there on the same lane, but yeah, you should always leave there though if they're snapping you like that, and you don't have Killmonger. Definitely leave. I'm not leaving because I do want to stay around people MMR, but if you're on ladder, leave. Kind of bad with Mysterio, but it's fine. Do they have Hela or Ghost Rider in hand? If they do, we probably are in a rough spot. I mean, Ghost Rider is probably fine. Hela was not. I'm gonna stick this here. Try and like so we don't get a -2 Mysterio clan in there, so we'll fill Necrosha next turn. Yeah, we'll put our Shang-Chi there. No reason to play the Nova, it just clogs us, right? Is this Jubilant Arrow? We lose to that. Ah, Nick Fury's, huh? Alright, so we just need 14 to win mid. That's kind of difficult to do. With one card. So we're going to play for left side and hope that our random cards are bigger than theirs. Hope that 11's bigger than whatever they have. Oh. Yeah, we do lose to the randomly generated null. Yep. Because we killed their Infinite, so the null's 20 power. Yeah, we'll lose to that. That's something you can't play around, right? Alright, let's switch it up. Let's just play something, right, that you don't have to worry about playing around your opponent's stuff. You just play your own big stuff and you outpower your opponent, right? That's the goal. Alright. Ebony Maw on the right. Pretty much always want to Ebony Maw right, so that you have options with your claw. So yeah, we'll Lizard here. Got like a perfect curve, probably a snap honestly, with Ebony Maw into Lizard, into Wave, Doom, Claw. If I didn't think this was a bot, I would snap. You can move the Maw too. I don't really see a point to do that. Might move a Raptor. Okay, Electro's better than Wave, because they don't get to put up a big thing, right? And then we can go Claw, Doom. We're gonna move one Raptor in case we get the Odin. So yeah. Like the ideal scenario here is we Claw left, Doom left, and then Odin left. And then that's just the nuts, right? We get 2 draws at the Odin, because one will be Chavez. Still just win with Magneto too, obviously. Sandman. Ramp is very good. Always. This is definitely a deck where it's like, if you don't want too much interaction, like you just want a solid climbing deck where your play patterns are very straightforward, this is definitely a very strong deck for that. Pretty straightforward one to snap, all that jazz. Yeah. Definitely I would always recommend though, like with most ramp decks, and especially this one, Ebony Maw Lizard, you kind of need them. Because if you're not running stuff to get you early priority, you're going to struggle to get your on reveals off, like your Doom, your Arrow. Because your opponent can play around you, right, with Cosmo and all that jazz. I do want priority for your Arrow too, right? Protects your Claw. Here I'm gonna Sunspot and then play the Ebony Maw on top of it. Just so I have more space to Sunspot. Yeah, with Nexus. Yeah, Sunspot is a good card. Wish it was on the Nexus. I'm trying to think if with Doom it makes sense to Ebony Maw on the Nexus or not. I'm gonna say no, it doesn't still. I'm gonna say no, it doesn't. Can you make this deck? I don't know, do you have the cards? This is a good deck, I think. Like, especially if they hit... Oh, okay, we lost Doom anyways. Doom is better on a Nexus map, but we lost it. Right, because a lot of the times with Doom on a Nexus map, you don't even need to win the Nexus to win, right? You'll have 5 power there, and then that 5 power adds everywhere, so essentially it's 10 power everywhere, right? Which is just like insane, right? 10 power everywhere is very good. Like if you want to see, you were watching the game of Xenade, right? I won a Nexus game versus his Surfer deck where I lost the Nexus, but I won everywhere else because I just had so much power from the double Doom bots. It's a very strong thing to do. Alright, Claw is better here because the body's only 4 power and it gives 6. You could say it's actually more power here, right? Because you give 4 everywhere and you get the 6. But this is 6 everywhere and you get the 4, right? And we'll get to reproc Magneto, which doesn't really do anything. Could potentially pull the Jubilee. Or the Thor. Probably just playing Chavez over it, right? Yeah, Sandman is a very straightforward deck to play, which is why it's probably a solid ladder deck. And Sandman itself just shuts off a lot of non-Thanos, non-Shuri strategies. So like, I think this deck is very strong against everything that's not the top 2 decks, which is a weird place for a deck to be. It probably loses to MODOK too. But I don't know who's playing MODOK. But yeah, Sandman a lot better with the buff in this style of deck. It's just whether or not this is like worth playing, right? It's not the best thing you could be doing, but it's a very oppressive deck that you could be playing. Make your opponents have no fun. I mean, the biggest thing is it's straightforward. You get to do what you want, and it's really hard to disrupt you. So unless your opponent has like the Giga Nuts, it's pretty rough. Strategy Academy with the move deck is a little bit scary. We'll stay in because I'm curious how this will play out. Yeah, Strange Academy and the Kunlun, New York. Probably is a retreat. But I'll stay a little bit longer just to see. Our best play is also Magneto, which is kind of funny. Only way I see us winning here is if we like lock them out of New York. But even then, they just Heimdall, right? So we're probably leaving here. Yeah, this is like unfair. Actually, the best move locations. I guess it would only be better if Bifrost was here. And Kunlun was in the middle, or some combination like that. Yeah. Turns out move decks are only a few move locations away from being OP. But no, it's not wrong though. Like I said before, like the new move cards coming out are gonna make move decks like actually viable because of the fact that do this. The fact that they're already pretty strong. If you can get extra move effects, right? So the main issue is there's not enough good move effects. And if they add good move effects, then it's gonna be like very oppressive. Alright, we got Electro. This probably would normally be a snap. But I think it's a bot, so we're not snapping. Can't make me snap. Good to go this into Sandman into Claw. Yeah. I don't know. I like the idea of move. I am afraid. I'm afraid though. That is all I will say. This is probably better than Sandman. Of how powerful move can be in the future. Because it's very hard to play around. Oh man, they got a doubled off move. Yeah, Furious. Yeah, exactly. It has, yeah, it's scary. It's a scary deck to be strong. So it's good that it's weak, but it would be scary if it's strong. Oh man. Let me just this, right? We can lose to some stuff here. It's tough though, because we have to play into monster. Yeah. Oh wait, but they free up middle, but that's not enough, right? Yeah. Look, I say this in absolute seriousness. Like, if move is popular and strong, people are gonna hate playing against it. It's just very difficult to tell what the move deck is doing if you add more unique move cards. Which will turn games into like New York, right? Where it's like, oh, are they gonna move it or not? Oh yeah, no, people are gonna want it to be nerfed if it's ever strong, for sure. Like, if you hear the amount of hate for New York, imagine if every game has New York in it. It would be scary. Yeah, exactly. Cloak on 5 is the issue. It's just very difficult to play around. But it's also very difficult to play. So that might be where the skill cap is. There might be a skill cap to the difficulty of play. You like New York? New York's probably one of my least favorite locations. We'll pull the Hellcow off of Nevadillier. And hopefully we can find a way to win a Pharaoh. If you have Craven in your deck, New York is good. Yeah, I mean, definitely. Doesn't mean I have to like it. You're just Arrow here. This is why you need Arrow in your Sandman list too. Because if you do manage to get ahead with your get ahead cards, then oops, sorry, I meant to hover over a Lizard. Then you can just Arrow and close out the game. And with Sandman, you cannot play around Arrow, right? Unless you have Doctor Doom. So, actually the nuts. Actually the best thing that you could be doing. Oh yeah, by the way, for all of you subs in the chat, I got to see some of the sketches for the emotes today. It's looking pretty good. Not ready to share yet, but they're getting there. Okay, I'm not talking about against move decks. I'm talking about in this deck in particular. Yeah, move decks also make Arrow worse. That's a good point. Move decks do make Arrow worse. Swapping this with anything in our deck is insane, right? Probably would be a snap here normally. Normally. Yeah, normally. Even Electro is pretty good, right? Because we didn't have Electro in hands. It's very nice to get it on the board. Oh, and we get the wave. So we can Sandman. Death's Domain is scary, but actually it's probably not Sandman here, right? It's probably Magneto, because we don't have a follow-up to the Sandman. Also, they locked themselves out with the Arrow. We'll Sandman now. Yeah, it's here if I don't draw the Doom, but I drew the Doom. Technically I have Claw in the deck too, so I could have got that off of a Quantum Tunnel. Whoa. Did you see how weird the card turned on the screen? That was funky. Alright, hopefully you swap into a Claw. Probably gonna end up erroring the tunnel. Claw. I guess if we flipped into an early Maw, that could have been scary. So then we would have locked out our ability to swap in the Quantum Tunnel. But I think you have to play that out like that, right? Because you don't have a way to get into any of the other locations. Yep, yeah, usually they only have Bucky for Death's Domain. But it is very good for the deck because you can stick the Hood there, you can stick just stuff you want to kill. Yeah, Death cannot get into Death's Domain. Hey, it's Kev. What was he playing again? Zoo? Oh man, this sucks for us, by the way. Was he playing Zoo? He was, right? Yeah, Ant-Man, sure. Or was he playing Patriot? Was he playing the Magic Patriot? Oh man, I wish I played that middle now. I mean, we have Wave into Doctor Doom into Odin. Oh yeah, he was playing Patriot, I remember now. Yeah. Sure. But he can't Magic, so we probably just snap here. Yeah, he retreated, yeah. That's true. I think this is a snap. We have Wave into Doom into Odin. Into Claw into Odin. And he can't Magic because of Dream Dimension. I like Wave here over Electro because it locks him out from doing some crazy plays. It's a little bit scary because you can magic with the Wave out, but I think I just say I don't care. That might have been a misplay for me. Do I want to fight to just deny him draws? Not really. Just want more stuff on the board. Is he magic in New York? Onslaught? Onslaught is kind of scary. Yeah, okay, the nice thing is... Oh, actually no, we do win, right? On our last turn, we just Magneto into the Isle of Silence, and that's how we win. We just Onslaught the Patriot into Isle of Silence. We have priority. Okay, let's see. If we just Onslaught the Mystique, is that enough? I don't know if this will be enough, but we'll play it out. We'll give up the left side. It just depends how much power he ends up splitting up between New York and Isle of Silence. You're running an Onslaught Patriot? Sure, we'll give him 8 cubes. It's fine. This is probably a retreat. We'll retreat. He snapped on turn 6. We'll retreat. Oh, you're running Sandman. Yeah, Claw is a flex spot. Claw is fine. It's good. But it can be something else for sure. I like Claw. I like having cards with the ability to win multiple lanes in Sandman. But yeah, we would play that out for 4 cubes, but playing it out for or for 2 cubes, but playing it right. No matter what, we're giving up 2 cubes there most likely, but playing it out for an extra 6 is definitely not worth it. Just to see if Magneto would be enough. But yeah. Any card that can win you multiple lanes is solid in this deck. I want to get rid of the Electro bonus, so we're sticking it here. Any big card that can win you multiple lanes, I should say. Yeah, Mr. Fantastic does win multiple lanes, but you can't really play it alongside Electro, which is the issue there. If there was like a big Mr. Fantastic that was like 5 mana, but that's just Claw, right? Square Girl, yeah. I mean, it's not the worst thing you could be doing. This is good because we get 10 power into Quantum Realm. Kind of hard for them to compete with that because of Quantum Realm's effect, right? If only there was a big Squirrel Girl. Yep. Alright, since we're not fighting, like, we have left locked up, so here it's actually better to Claw, right? Place around there, them playing Doctor Doom. Trying to think if any of the cards next month improve this deck in any way. I don't think so. What's the third card coming out in April? I'm trying to remember. It's Jeff, Stegron, and one other one. Man, it must be really bad if I can't remember it. What's the card that splits power equally across? Oh, Living Tribunal. That comes out. Oh yeah. All right. This might be a bot, but we have to snap Oscorp Tower Electro. It's like a rule in the game. It's not allowed to not snap this. It's like one of the most powerful things you can do in the entire game. Take an extra energy and give your opponent a one-way Sandman. But yeah, that's the Living Tribunal. We don't know when that one's coming out. I assume when Guardians of Galaxy movie comes out. But I think that's in the summer. Man, they snapped us, giving them an Electro. Okay. I respect it. Dr. Doom's not useful here, but just play Big Magneto. You could probably just play Doom anyways. Put the Odin there. Oh man, this is kind of awkward, honestly. Let me stick Magneto here. I don't think so. CompuCrazy. It's just too small. That's the issue with it. Oh man, we might lose this. We went here though, right? So we just need to win one other lane.
All systems go.
They can only play one card. So Arrow here always wins. I think the use case for Living Tribunal is either like a Mr. Negative style deck, or most likely some kind of ongoing Iron Man deck, because theoretically it doubles the double with Iron Man if it works as the Nexus works right now, right? Where or if it works how double Nexus works, where it will look at the total power including the Iron Man and then split it, and then after it splits it, the Iron Man will double it again. Theoretically, that's how it works. Alright, we'll play Ebony Maw here because we want to play Electro somewhere else. And we don't want to lock ourselves out of playing Electro, right? Alright, this is pretty solid because now we get a early Sandman. Which is really good into Elysium. You snap, yeah. I would snap here, but here. That's why I'm not snapping. Basically, I'm not snapping unless I think it's a person. So unless this person, yeah. Unless they prove me that it's this is a bot. So we're not snapping. No reason to really go for the Raft, but no reason to not to, I guess. Yeah, I would snap like on turn 1 probably, with the Electra and Sandman in hand. That was probably the snap timing. Right, Ebony Maw, Electro, Sandman, it's like the dream hand. Alright. Arrow is the real winning play because you're ahead in 2 lanes. But the fun play is Odining back their Hobgoblin. Also should not be beatable. Yeah, fun. You're heading 3 lanes. We have them Sandman. There's like no way you lose, right? They can realistically win 1. They would need like a 10 power Doctor Doom that splits 10 power across all the lanes. Basically a card that doesn't exist. Alright. We're gonna play this deck. I know there is a Goose Enjoyer here. I think this is the best Goose deck. So if you're still around, Goose Enjoyer. Gonna see some quality Goose gameplay. Any luck with Nimrod? We played some Nimrod yesterday, Kampu. It's a worse Doctor Doom. So not very good. But it's fun. It can be fun. But it's not good. Yeah. It's not a good deck. But it's fun. It has, yeah, some potential. It's really only playable with Shuri. So if they kill Shuri, you can't play Nimrod really. Like even in Galactus, without Shuri, you probably can't play Nimrod. Yeah, with Shuri, it's probably fine. I think the version I played versus you had no Shuri. Okay, this is actual nuts. I don't want them to give them the option to move it around, so we do this. If this is Brayden, so it's probably a bot, so not snapping, but probably a snap with Hood Viper always, especially with Moon Girl to copy the Hood. Although we're probably gonna end up Moon Girling on 5 here, in order to make that happen, especially with Quinjet out. This will be turn 5. It'll copy these ones. And they'll all be cheaper. Mystique is useless copy, but Bugle made us stick with it in our hand. So. Yeah, I'd much rather have the double Titanias, but we'll live with it. It's still worth it because we get like double Juggernaut and double Demon. Just gonna have to do a lot of math next turn to make sure that we fill this. Okay, actually, them blocking up New York is huge for us, right? Because the biggest thing they can do there is add like 4 power with Blue Marvel, so we just have to play around that. This is 11, so we go up to 14. This is 17. It's probably this, right? And then this here, we're adding 9. So we go up to 13, even if they Patriot Mystique. Well, if they Patriot Mystique, they'll win here, but then they'll lose the Bugle, right? So this always wins. That doesn't do it. That don't do it. Yeah, I mean that's the misplay. It's a bot, so that's why they made that. But play probably. I'm not sure what their idea was behind that. Usually they don't fill at all. But yeah, generally it's a bad idea to put anything into New York before turn 6. Yeah. But it depends what situation you're in too. If you know you're up against a Professor X deck, you probably should fill. Turn 1 America Chavez. Okay, we can do something with Bar here. Not unwinnable. If we get a Hood, we win Bar. And we should be able to win the Goose Lane, depending on what it is. Okay, it's Sanctum. Okay. This would be a snap, but Jonathan, I'm pretty sure, is a bot, so we're not snapping. I don't want to flip something into Juggernaut. I mean, they have Prio, so I guess it's fine. Yeah, this is fine. Viper wins Bar. Yeah. Yo, thank you for the follow, Hot Teriyaki. The thing is, Viper requires more setup rate in order to make sure it wins it. And they could beat me by filling the bar for whatever I Viper. Yo, thanks for hanging out, man. Thank you for the follow. Is there any point of keep filling this? I guess if I'm afraid of them having Doctor Doom, we should keep flipping stuff in order to try and get our Chavez. That's kind of sketchy though, like that would make it kind of close. The easiest thing is just to wait and play the hood. Oh man, we vipered our Juggernaut over. Okay. Okay, we did hit the Chavez, so we have that tied. You can get double hood here, just like guarantee you win the bar. It's pretty nice. Do it this way, getting Titanium back is better. Titania would be good on the bar too, yeah. But then they could give that back to us, right? So. I think they can't play around the hood, right? It's very difficult to play around. Oh man, Killmonger. Alright, what's their last card? Girl. So they have 19 there. We have Polaris, Moon Girl, and Titania. So if we hit 2 of those, it's technically this. The worst case scenario here is we hit Moon Girl back into armor, right? And that ties here. So this is actually fine, right? This is like an insane play. I mean, what? Yeah. I don't think 2 hoods wins it more than 1 hood on the bar. But being able to win Quantum Tunnel. And if it doesn't hit Moon Girl into exactly the other thing, then we win the bar. Yeah. Or Quantum Tunnel, not bar. Win every lane. So yeah, people say restrictive locations aren't skill testing. Literally, like the most restrictive board you can get. Sanctum, bar, Quantum Tunnel. Actually not playing with your hand at all. Just playing with what's in your deck. They're all skill testing, yeah. I think almost every single location is pretty skill testing. Except maybe Peak. Peak is, I guess Peak is the bluffing game, right? But it's a little bit worse because some decks just auto win with Peak, right? I have to go look at a list of locations to really tell. Yeah, Peak is weird, in a weird spot. We're in a Goose here. Usually on 5 we skip. So playing Goose here is pretty nice, right? We're in a Moon Girl on 4. It denies them from playing a 5-drop on 5. Sanctum again. Oof. Let's play out Polaris. Actually, we did probably not playing out Drug this game. Might Viper here so we can Moon Girl the Polaris. Get multiple Polarises. Lots of cheap cards. That is what this deck is about. Oh, this comes at a really awkward time, so we're probably not playing it. Okay, on the last turn, we're going to play like what? This. We want a Chavez on the last turn, right? So I'll probably just try and fill here. And then play Chavez here and hope that's enough. It's a little bit annoying that we pulled a Medusa over, but that does help Chavez win over there, right? Okay, how big is this? That is awful for us, right? One of the main ways we were winning was just by winning 1 lane. We do win the Avengers compound. So if we don't think they can get extra power in the left, we could just Juggernaut. Actually, we can do like a big brain play, right? We can pull out some power from here and then Juggernaut whatever they have here, right? And this is bigger than whatever we pull out. So even if they have extra power, this is nutty, right? Oh wait, we could lose if we knock it into Avengers Compound. Oh, but not to that. Okay. Yeah, because I was trying to avoid making a tiebreaker, so I should have done that in the other order. I should have Juggernauted first and then Polaris. This way I didn't put them back into Avengers Compound. Yeah, that was a minor misplay. Yeah, no problem, Copy Crazy. Have a good one. Yeah, this deck is probably the best Series 3 deck, or it's up there. It probably does well into the non-Leech meta. And non-Sandman. Actually, no, it's definitely not the best, right? Because you lose to Sandman. But it's up there. If Sandman didn't exist, maybe it would be the best. It just hard loses to Sandman, right? You can never play multiple cards. That's why the Infinite one might be a little bit better, I suppose. Oh man, we could get double Subterranean. Yeah, you just like, yeah, even with the Goose, right? Sandman just gets under it with like Ebony Maw, Lizard. They played Doctor Doom. Yeah, Sandman actually bodies is so hard. The more I look at this deck list, I'm like, specifically this list, dude, it just bodies. Okay, hopefully they take a rock. Yeah, you just get bodied. Okay, I don't mind that hitting the rock. Oh man, so many rocks. Okay, we actually didn't draw a rock there. That's pretty nice. On the right side, we have Sunspot, which is to absorb the energy that we're going to get from skipping and drawing all the rocks. Just full skip. Power up the Sunspot. Get a cheap She-Hulk. There's some reasoning to play a She-Hulk here because we have the Chavez, but I think getting the power in the Sunspot is better because now we get even more power this turn, right? And we can squeeze this under the Subterranean. And there's Goose there, so it's really hard for them to get 10 power there. And if they fill up Atlantis to try and buff up the Bishop, even if they buff up the Bishop, there's no way they can make it big enough to beat 5 extra, right? There's not enough board spaces that exist. Unless whatever they played could get into Subterranean somehow. Like Mr. Fantastic plus something else. I don't know, it's really tough. Not having Hood though really lowers the power level of this deck. You generally want to have Hood early on. Here I'm just going to play out Viper. Try and move stuff away so I can Moon Girl the Titania and Polaris. So we'll probably play out the Juggernaut. Double Juggernaut in a New York game, probably not worth it. We're just going to try and Juggernaut them into New York. This will get us double Polaris, double Titania, double Sunspot. Double Sunspot is pretty nice. Probably not playing the double Polaris. We'll probably double Sunspot on turn 5 into double Titania on turn 6. And just let the Sunspots soak up a lot. Be able to play a She-Hulk too. She-Hulk will be 3 mana. We'll have 2 juicy sunspots. Get to decide what to do. Hoping to dodge priority here, yeah. Okay. So now since they have prio, we always get to keep our Titanias as long as we order it correctly. I think we're gonna give up on middle and just go for left and right. It's tough with New York, we could lose still. Does that do it? Yeah, it does. Yeah, tough. With the bots, they know like where you're going for, right? So it's really tough to play this deck with like moving parts, unless you have the double hoods or the double She-Hulks, right? Because usually you're trying to make it like a 50-50 on where your opponent decides. But if your opponent knows where you're playing, it's hard to play around it. Or it's impossible to win, right? But I think the power level is still very high. That's the main thing I'm testing. Titan with Moon Girl, She-Hulk. This would be a snap if I was playing optimally. Definitely a snap, because we're gonna get double She-Hulks, double demons, and the She-Hulks are all gonna be free with Titan. Yeah, Goose is awesome too. I'm gonna play the Goose here just so that I make sure I have a safe place to play Moon Girl. If this is like nowhere, that would really suck, right? Okay, awesome. So now we get the Moon Girl here and we can squeeze in 2 Hulks and a demon here if we want to, or some combination like that. Yo, what's up, Raj? I'm doing well, a little bit tired, but powering through. How are you doing, Raj? I reached full pass here. And we're gonna get 2 free She-Hulks and full mana to do whatever else we want to do. Alright, we're probably not fighting for Titan here. What is my prediction? Alright, I'll give you a spot on prediction. It's gonna be a variant for Gamora. It's a Gamora variant. Heard it here first. Pixel or non-pixel? Gamora non-pixel. Yes. One of them. I don't know which one, but I feel like it's one of them. We just split power evenly here. Might have made more sense to put a lot of power into middle. She-Hulk Pixel? Wait, that's actually not bad. I wish I had She-Hulk Pixel. She-Hulk Pixel looks pretty good, right? It's one of the better pixels. And it's for a good card at least. Although I'm holding on still for Peach Momoko She-Hulk. I'm still sad that that's not in the game yet. I don't know why it's on such a delay. There's a lot of Peach Momoko variants that are like data mined, but they have not released. Nothing beats Modok Pixel, true. But MODOK is like S tier. Pixel She-Hulk is like A. We don't have much rank difference. What do you mean, Raj? Where are you at now? I've been pumping mostly, so. And pumping has been working. I've been playing people, so it's been nice. Just 100. It's fine. It's not the most. I'm sure it was more last season. We play Sunspot here. Probably not. We probably hold on for like the last turn and Juggernaut the throne. Seems good. Oh, well, actually no, Juggernaut beats Nightcrawler, so it's fine, it's fine. Yeah, this deck is not ideal against, okay, we do this actually. This deck is not ideal when the board is very restricted, right? Like, it has no way to get into Sanctum, it has no way to do like that kind of stuff. Kind of sucks with space around. Eternity range is boning me right now as well. Something to think about. You're very reliant on like if there is a Sanctum or something similar. You have to win it by playing out one of your 1-drops into the unknown first. Or your Goose or Armor. It's like the only way that you win those. Okay, I'm never caring about the Atlantis buff, right? Oh, I forgot about the Nightcrawler moving, I guess. We still win there though by 1, right? Yeah. Oh man, they got the crossbones into Atlantis because of that. Oh no, we tie there. Yikes. This might be enough. Just depends what they have. Yep. Okay, we should win tiebreakers here. By 1, yeah. Oh, okay, by 1 in 2 places. Pretty solid. Pretty good. I'm gonna switch decks. Not sure to what the. Let's play some of the good cards deck. But let's just see how it is. This is a deck that I always see other people have success with, but I've never really had too much success with it myself. So let's try it. Let's evaluate it, right? Let's try and think about why people think it's good. I mean, basically it's like any other deck, but you replace most of your win conditions with just good cards, right? Like you have your Arrow, Doom, Leech, White Queen. You're just not running Dino, right? That's the whole thing. It's like a good cards Dino without Dino. Maybe you just run Dino in this, right? Over the Leech. And then you add Sentinel over something. And get rid of Thor. I wouldn't get Black Panther for 3k tokens. Definitely not, Raj. Yeah. It's not a very good card. Okay, we're never winning middle here. Because they have Heimdall. These will both be 8, so we can't even shang them. Just try an arrow here. What I need to do is draw the hammer here, so I can go doom and hammer. And that will help a lot. Oh wait, that might also help us. So if we can win sewer system, they have no way to get out of sewer system now, right? Can we win sewer system? We need 5 power in there to tie it. Oh, that's really tough, right? This is 4. Then we pass, but then we lose because we don't draw the hammer. There's no way we win, right? If we do this, we get 11 here. This is 12 if they Heimdall. We know they have the Heimdall, right? 12 here, and then they would win left, right? If we Heimdall, what are our options? We can Heimdall here. Pulls over the white queen. Then we lose. We can Heimdall here. Then they just Heimdall, and this is only 11 points here. Oh no, it's 12. So we'd be tied, and then we'd lose the tiebreakers, right? No mathematical way to win here. Just don't have enough power, right? Which is my worry. I feel it's the good card stack just doesn't put out enough power. So we're not gonna play that. It is Bedge. Let's go back to this. Like, this is another deck where also I think the issue is you don't have enough power. The upside to this deck is that you actually like disrupt your opponent a lot more, right? I feel like the good cards list, you don't do enough disruption usually. Like, sure, you have Iceman, Scorpion, but like, what are you trying, like, is that really good enough? Okay, that's pretty nice. Pretty solid peak. Get a 1 power hood. I don't even want to Viper that over, do I? I'll Viper it. They can have 1 power. I think a 1 power is worth a board slot. Two cost demon. So next turn probably a Daredevil plus Demoning. So we'll Goblin now. Could also Killmonger, but I like the Goblin a little bit better. Try and clog him up a little bit here. They play a Sean. It's pretty good because we have the Doctor. Alright, here I just want Prio really bad. This is the best way I see to get it. They'd have to split up multiple cards. I don't care about Vibranium too much now. I actually kind of want it to like play on the last turn. We'll get to see where we should Doc Ock too, which is nice. What are they doing? Okay, they're gonna Magneto, so it's just a 12 power thing, right? Let's lock them out here. Maybe it's better to lock them out here. Yeah, I want to lock them out here because this we're already pretty far ahead. So we should be able to win here pretty easily. Wow. Actual worst outcome. Told you. I saw it pop up after. Not even the Odin is not even the big deal. The big deal is the wave. Without the wave, we would be fine, right? We could play like Vibranium, Debris. I don't know. Yo, thank you for the follow, 87 Felipe. Hope you enjoy your time here. Just watched us get rinsed by the Dr. Octopus. Pulling the Odin back on their wave in Shang-Chi. It's absolutely nutty. Hello from Brazil. Hello, my friend. Yeah, welcome, welcome. We're enjoying some Marble Snap right now, to the best of our ability. When I reach 250, I don't have a goal for 250, right? My goal is 500 now. I have something planned for 500 if we reach that. But I mean, like, hopefully by the time I hit 250, I'll have the Discord up. I am working on that. But like, that's not really a big thing. Find something. 250 isn't, like, I just did something for 200. It's like 250, like maybe 300. I'll have it set up. But like every 100 is pretty solid. But I don't know if 250. We're already really close to 250. But we'll have something for 300 for sure. And then for 500, I have something planned. For 500, we gotta pick the decks our entire stream. Something like that, Trey. Little bit more variety, hopefully. Alright, since we can't Viper the Hood, probably just gonna kill Killmonger here. It'll probably be a little bit more like okay, I don't have the idea fully fledged out, so don't judge me too hard. But it's gonna be more of like an actual like marathon kind of stream, like a subathon basically, where there'll be a bunch of different rewards for different things, such as viewer decks and stuff like that. Yeah, that was my plan right now. Let's just do this. Try to win this lane without filling up our own would be ideal. Oh man, the claw. The claw. Yeah, losing the Crimson Cosmos really sucked. This might be enough. It's really tough because we can't get there. So one big thing somewhere beats us, right? Yeah. That is one big thing. Oh my goodness, we have that deck on Speed Dial Rush. But yeah, I'll define the actual like rules, I guess, and stuff like rewards when I get closer to that 500 mark. But it'll be like a proper thing. Proper. Alright, let's do some more Modok. But yeah. We also have new emotes coming in for all the subscribers. Yeah, I don't know if you were here earlier when I was talking about that, Raj, but I got to see some drafts of the sketches today. I don't know, Raj. It probably doesn't matter because the deck's so bad. But yeah, I got to see the drafts of the new subscriber emotes. And they look good. So that should be soon TM. And then one thing I realized is I wanted follower emotes, but what I didn't realize is that I have to be streaming for 50 days in order to get those, or 60 days. So I will get those for all the followers when I'm closer to that mark where I'm allowed to have them. Yeah, I've done drafts before. Not on stream, but yeah. Since I'm sleepy, my voice sounds deep. I think my voice always sounds this deep. Yeah, no, it's like I said, Jay, it's probably gonna be a bunch of different things, yeah. But yeah, drafts will be part of it for sure. Okay, we're gonna move this for sure. Like Dracula here. Probably Modok here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my voice is always this deep. It probably doesn't help too that I've been talking a lot over the last, like yesterday, right? I was talking for 8 hours. So maybe it's a little bit scratchy too. Oh man, that's a big human torch. That is a large torch. I actually can't compete with that lane. Oh, you want me to play draft decks versus viewers? Yeah, I don't know if I'd do that. I was thinking either play draft decks like on ladder or like with people I know. Like I would try and do like stuff with people I know too. No, draft is like you draft a deck. There's the link for it. If you just look up Marvel Snap Draft, it like gives you options of like 3 cards, and then you select one, and then you keep going through that process until you make a full 12 card deck. It's pretty fun. I don't know what Clash Royale is, but sure. I don't know. Usually most card games call it like arena or draft. But yeah. Alright, we're probably storming Gamma Lab. Go like Morb Storm. Don't really want to turn my stuff into hulks. Almost worth the Wolverine there, but we'll discard the Wolverine, so it's fine. We'll storm this. Might not even need to put any more things there. Alright. Wave is actually just really annoying because now Colleen Wing and Lady Sif discard anything in our hand, right? Okay, but we got Dracula. Dracula is fine. We're actually gonna Dracula over here. There's an event. Is this like in what though? I don't know what this is, Raj. Is this an event in... It's not an event in Marvel Snap that I'm aware of. Is it like in another game there's some kind of event like that? Okay, we get Prof X. Oh, that sucks. Prof would be fine if we actually had Apocalypse here. I mean, this is still fine, right? Now we just play out the Chavez like this. Only lose to like Doctor Doom and Clash Royale. Is that a game? I thought because you said like Clash Royale, I thought you said that meant that's like a mode in something. I'm unaware of what this is still. Is this a game mode? Like, you know, Battle Royale, right? That's like a type of game, right? Like Fortnite and PUBG. Okay, well now you're capitalizing it, so now I know it's probably a game. Yeah. Okay. I assume it's some game. I know Clash of Clans, yeah, I used to play that when I was in high school. Or middle school, I forget. Whatever. My high school and middle school was the same thing, so... Fun fact. There was no separate school for high school and middle school for me, but yeah. Yeah, I know what that is, yeah. Alright, we'll get rid of Lemuria. Is it like, did they make a new game? Is that what happened? Oh, that's awesome for us, right? Because we have Modok. It's a little bit scary because they have Juggernaut and we just storm them. So they could knock out our Dracula, but... Okay, they didn't drug us. So we're good. This is always the win pretty much. Because our Modoc gets massive more value. We'll get reasonable Dracula value with Apocalypse. It's like the actual nuts. Oh man, never mind. There goes our nuts. Losing to the best card in Marvel Snap. Or my favorite card in Marvel Snap, really. I mean, it's fine. We're winning here now, and we get to go like this and discard for our Dracula. Alright, that's fine, because now we win Miniaturized Lab. It's a mobile game, same devs created Clash Royale, where you create a deck and destroy 3 towers. King Tower is the main tower. Card battle. Oh, it's a card battle? Okay, interesting. Wait, that sounds like Marvel Snap. You create a deck and you have 3 lanes. I assume it's different though. Yeah. I'll take a look at it. I've never heard of that, but I was stuck in the Hearthstone era for a long time. So as far as card games go, like the only other card game I really played. I mean, I played Battlegrounds, but that's basically connected Hearthstone, right? I played that a lot, and then I played Slay the Spire, but that's single player, so it's kind of different. I played a little bit of TFT too, but I didn't like TFT. It was just, yeah, which is weird because I love League a lot, but TFT, it's fun. It's fun. I just didn't like playing TFT competitively. That was the main thing. Discard the Wolverine. Hopefully it goes into Sanctum. I could hold this for later and hope that I can fill up like Quantum Realm or something and then discard it. Try and guarantee the discard into Sanctum. That might be worthwhile. I'll try and fill up Quantum Realm. Try and force the discard. Right, so next turn I can go like Colleen Warning Swarm. There's something to be said for doing that on the other side, but alright, we'll do this. Ideally, actually, this is a Swarm here. Actually, no, we can never Sif it, right? Okay, ideally it hits the Wolverine, right? I don't know. This is tough. If we don't get the Wolverine to Sanctum here, we're probably leaving. Yeah, no, I know it's different than Snap. I was just joking. I've never heard anyone say that Snap was similar to something, so. Alright, this never wins. Miss the Wolverine. Feels bad. Yeah, if I played, maybe it was worth playing the more mid. Actually, I couldn't on turn 2, right? Yeah, never mind. I'll keep playing this for a little bit. I really want to play with Statue. That's what I want to play with. But there's no way I'm spending 6k tokens on Statue. When, especially when Kitty Pride's coming out. I'd much rather play Kitty Pride. Okay, we got 0 cost Swarms. It's pretty nutty. Get to Storm next turn, which is also really nice. Can Storm the Super Flow probably, yeah, especially since they have Sunspot. I mean, yeah, it's been many years since I played Clash, but I'll look at it and see. Like, I'll watch gameplay or something of it. I don't know if I'll play it. I don't know if I can afford to play another mobile game. At some point, I need to focus on my actual job. I'm just gonna try and win flooding as hard as possible. Hopefully, Apocalypse will just be big enough. Well, now I wish I didn't, because they didn't even go for it. Okay, well this is good because now I can just play out the Apocalypse, and then I'm guaranteed to draw the Revis, right? It's a little bit sad if we get Dracula, but like we have 3 rocks in our deck, so it's pretty unlikely. Yeah, Doom is scary though. Okay, we got Revis. I don't know if Iceman Revis will be enough, but we'll see. Claw is actually okay. Okay, we're gonna be up 11. So like, if they play Magneto, we're fine. Has to be like Hulk here for them to win. Odin does not do it because they don't win flooding, right? Oh, so committing to flooding was actually very important there, right? Because those 2 swarms made a difference. There's an esports scene. Oh, okay, interesting. Alright, it's a little bit too much shilling though. So they're starting to sound like an advertisement. Double the fun. Shilling out on an opposing card game in the opposing card game stream. It's not made by Ben Brode, so. Oh, you're trying to use this deck to climb to Infinite Exmar? I can do my best. I don't know if it's that competitive, which will be your main issue, right? You lose to Leech, so if you think your opponent's a Leech deck, you probably just leave. Otherwise, you're mainly just trying to cheese a lane with Storm, and then win another lane with like your MODOK, right? Your MODOK and like Morbius, that kind of stuff. But yeah, the Storm cheese is pretty important, I find. I don't know. I'm not an expert on this deck. I'm just trying to see if it's playable in Series 3 specifically, right? It's actually a tough decision, right? Kind of want the Morbius here. Don't really want to give up the Wolverine. Okay, we'll stick the Wolverine there, sure. It's like the same power as not playing it, right? Because Sunspot gains too. No reason to play it. I like setting up the Morbius because we will be discarding stuff. But yeah, I'll say that Sunspot is enough to win here, hopefully. What's new upcoming events, buffs, nerf? So they said there's going to be buffs and nerfs in their next patch, which will be on the 21st, most likely. Potentially, it could be on Tuesday. I say it's very unlikely, though, that it will be on Tuesday. Alright, this is scary because if Wolverine flies here, we lose, probably. So this would be safer. It's tough. This is tough. Where do we put the MODOK? I don't know. It's some lo-fi playlist. It's supposed to be video games, so I don't know why this is on here. That's from Rick and Morty originally. But yeah, so there'll be that patch. But yeah, that's most likely on the 21st. And that patch should also include the event that they're doing, right? Which is the variant rush. Basically, there'll be like a limited time to get like the specific variants, similar to the ones that they did for like Christmas, right? So they're just doing the same thing, but it's like steampunk themed. So there's like ones for Cerebro, Yellow Jacket, a few other cards. But yeah, since that event starts the 21st, most likely that's when the patch is. And it would make sense too, because that was when the original like that's exactly 1 month from their last patch, and usually they do it each month. But yeah, there's not going to be anything before then, most likely. They did say recently that they can't make hotfix changes right now, like that's broken. Show your titles and avatar. Sure, I can show you if you want. Oh, yeah, but yeah, if you want to keep up with the latest Snap news, check out my Twitter. I post anything Snap related that I think is relevant as soon as I hear it. So literally the only time it's not like updated is like if I'm in a meeting at my job or if I'm streaming. Usually I don't update right away if I'm streaming, unless I hear it from chat. But yeah, I keep it up to date with all the news about Snap. So check it out. So everything I just said is on the Twitter as a retweet, most likely. I want to draw, but I can't really do that, so we're just gonna storm it. Okay, they took our swarm. And Dracula there, which is nice. And then MODOK will go there too. Pretty nuts. MODOK could go into Savage Land too. Yeah. Got another week of this meta, and then we'll see some changes. Kind of sucks that it's this slow, but it's that's the pain of being a mobile game, really, right? I don't want this to go middle. We should be winning middle of Apocalypse, so I'm gonna put MODOK in a Savage Land. Devil Dinosaur. What about Devil Dinosaur? We would be Devil Dinosaur. Apocalypse would be 16, right, from their Dracula. Probably, but we'd still beat it. Devil Dinosaur gets to 17 at most, and if they play it, like they would need like the perfect stuff, and even then we'd still probably just beat them on right and left. So yeah. Who is here asking me about how to play this deck? Xmar, I would say the biggest thing with this deck is like it's pretty straightforward to play. You have to understand your opponent's output a lot. That's the biggest thing. Where you're gonna get cubes with this deck, because since you're playing face up, your opponent always knows how much power you can put out, pretty much, right? So where you're gonna need to get your advantage is you need to figure out, since they're face down, you need to figure out what they're doing, and based on that, that's where you can try and win. You can try and just take advantage of your opponent making mistakes, basically, and miscounting like how much you do, or winning 50-50s, that kind of thing, right? You might have to win some 50-50s with this deck. Should turn piloting into a YouTube video. Yeah, I'll do a YouTube eventually. It's kind of tough. It's tough. I need to do a lot of things, and I do work full-time jobs, so right now I'm just focusing on the stream. At one point I might do YouTube, but if I do, I want to find it like an actual editor. I don't think I can do it on my own. Yeah. Winning 50-50s is very important. Probably where you're going to get most of your cubes, because if your opponent can't beat your output, they literally see what you discard right when you MODOK, so it's rough. It could be rough. The only time you might get like a real surprise is like with a turn 6 MODOK, when you already have Morbius down and Dracula down, but even then that's like very niche, right? No, it can be a turn 6 play too. I'd say usually it's a turn 5 play though. But like here it could be a turn 6 play, right? Because if I do it on a turn 6, I can do like this, and then I guarantee... Oh wait, no, I can't. I was gonna say I guarantee the Wolverine goes somewhere, but I don't. Here we're just trying to win tiebreakers and hope the Wolverine goes somewhere. That's not on the Tinker's Workshop. But yeah, usually it's a turn 5 play. And it's really good if you can get prio before you do it, because of the fact that if you don't have prio, your hand will get leech and you'll discard everything. But if you do, you'll still get the swarms and stuff. So, but yeah, you don't want to get leeched and then Modok. That's gonna be a feels bad. Dinosaur, a little baby dinosaur. It's a lizard. I'd say usually it's turn 5, right? That's the reason you run Revis, right? And Apocalypse. So that you can play those on turn 6. So there's very niche cases where it's not a turn 5 play. You got Cosmo, Dracula discard. Well, Dracula can't get Cosmoed. Oh, you got Cosmo and you won with the discard. Okay, I get it. Yep. Yeah, you can still win games. It's a solid deck. It's just really bad into leech. That's the main thing. Alright, we love X Mansion, so like here, this would be a snappable hand, by the way. You have Morb into Storm, your Modok with Apocalypse, Wolverine. Pretty good. I think it's a bot, so we're not snapping, but I could play this mid too. Yeah. Mid or right is similar. We'll storm this since we want a Modok on 5. Ended up being correct, but there's something to argue for. It's better to play Morbius on Savage Land because you're following it up with Storm. But yeah. Oh man. Oh man. This is so bad. I mean, okay, hopefully just Modok into Apocalypse is good enough. What an X Mansion diff, man. Ain't no way. But yeah, I still think it would have been correct to snap because of the fact that in general, you don't get diff this hard, right? In general. So I think it's always worth to snap there. Right? Because 50% of the time, it goes the other way around for your opponent, right? We get a little bit messed up here if this goes mid. Oh, yeah. But we still win, right? Look at that. Does not matter. Our hand was too good. But yeah, that's also one reason why. I mean, yeah, you could also think about Storm X Mansion there, but that's the reason why I didn't play anything there. Right, I wouldn't play and not storm it. I don't like sacrificing early game to X Mansion. But yeah, you only need 2 lanes. Yeah, I mean it's the X Mansion, man. You always snap on the Sex Mansion. I mean, your opponent gets screwed 50% of the time too, right? It's a 50-50. But you got to put yourself in a position where even if you have the nuts, right? Like there I had the nuts. But I made sure to commit those nuts into 2 lanes that weren't the X Mansion, right? This way, in case I got Omega Diffed, it's a 2 lanes game, right? So yeah, it's a 2-lane deck, very much, yeah. I wouldn't try and spread on all 3. Like, sometimes you can get away with all 3 if you get, like, early swarms. With, like, Colleen and stuff, but otherwise, I wouldn't. It's very board dependent. But yeah, usually it's you want to focus on winning 2 lanes. Yeah. Oh man, multiple Morbs. That's really nuts if we can get like a Modok. Wait, let's think about this. Because if I Morb now, what do I do next turn, right? Not much. So let's just sit here. Then I can, hopefully I draw like Colleen, so I can go like Colleen plus Morb. Ideally, we'll get something to discard Swarm. Man, this is kind of iffy. Alright, we really need like a Modok here. Or Colleen. So that we can actually do something. With these Morbs. Morbs is awesome into cloning that if you have your discard cards. If you don't have your discard cards, it's literally a 2-2. Okay, we did get the Modok. See, like for example, this is probably a turn 6 Modok game. Or it could just be a double Modok game. Actually probably is just double Modok, right? You go Modok into another Modok. It's just awkward because Dracula was Iceman, so we didn't get it down. But we can go Modok into play one Swarm on Bridge and Modok on Hellfire Club. That seems pretty nutty. Nope. Well, yes, but so Raj, basically what I'm doing is I'm splitting the track so that on the Twitch, like all the stuff that goes to Twitch, VODs and stuff, that is not, like the music is not going. All the other audio is. So unless I get live DMCA'd, which usually doesn't happen, it should be fine. So if you're playing non-DMCA, you have to make sure you don't send the track over, if that makes sense. Like I have all my audio stuff, right, with the different volumes and whatever, and I make sure that the only thing that goes to the Twitch VODs are the non-music things. So yeah, if that makes sense. But yeah, normally you can't play it, otherwise all your VODs will be like muted and you'll get a strike. I played T-Series. I don't know what T-Series is. Probably X Mario. Trying to get the most points on the Sunspot lane. But even that wasn't a bot, right? Like there's no way for them to win, right? I had 32 power in one lane, 20 in the other, and there was like rickety bridge, so or not 20, it's like 11, right? So it's if you get the nuts on this deck, which is like the Modok, right? And like Swarms and Apocalypse or Morbius, right? If you get the nuts, you're in a good spot. With Modok, there's no reason to play Wolverine here. Do not know what T-Series is. Nope. Alright, this is terrible. This discards my Modok, so I'm skipping in. This is why you have Sunspot in the deck, by the way. Because you'll usually skip if you have your Modok and the payoffs. But, yeah, Storm would have been awesome, too. Alright, is it Dracula or Morb? I think it's actually Morb here, because we don't have Apocalypse yet, right? So Dracula is not good. I have heard of PewDiePie, yes. Yep. He's a YouTuber from back in the day, right? #1. Okay, well now I got punished for drawing the Apocalypse, but it's fine. It's a-okay. We're gonna get 2 Swarms here, so I'm gonna play it this way. Hopefully it will pull out our Apocalypse on Grand Central. If it doesn't, we're kind of sad. It might not be correct to play in the Namor lane. Oh, but they also... Oh, we got Cosmet by the bot. Feels bad. Yo, thank you for the follow, Ness. Hope you're enjoying your time here. Also, sick username for Twitch. Just having Ness. I like it. Alright, we got... we got bot Cosmet, so we're... Yeah, if you get your Modok, one thing you have to be careful, right, for is don't make it too obvious where you're gonna Modok, or else you're gonna get Cosmode. And if your Modok does get Cosmode, you're probably losing. Solid hands. Storm and Dracula is always solid. We just need like Apocalypse, Modok, or Morbius, one of those three. Pretty likely to get it. This is a little bit awkward because it hits Storm or Sif. Probably still fine to play. I'll just play the other one. Okay, that's a big brain play. Yeah, okay, Storm is fine, sure. Do we pass here? Yeah, we'll pass. I want to not be in a collapse mine. Oh, it's a song company. Okay. In 2018. Yeah, I don't know about I don't know anything about that, I'll be honest. I've heard of, like, I mean, obviously I know who PewDiePie is, but I've heard of T-Series, but not something I ever watched or like looked into as to figure out like what it is. But good to know. Modocking. Alright, so now we're pretty far ahead mid, so I might as well put all the power left, right? And this is going to gain 16 here, right? So 16 here and 15 here should be more than enough. This is, right, a case where you go through 3 lanes, right? Where it's like the Dracula is like soloing a lane by itself. And you already have established position in one lane, and then so you just like fill up another lane with your other cards to guarantee the Dracula. So yeah, a couple ways this deck can go. It depends what you're facing, right? If you're facing something that spreads the board more, you can spread like this, right? And it's like, look at how much power you're putting, right? You're putting 15, 14, 19. That's like pretty solid, right? Like ideally, good decks should be able to put out 20 power in 20 to 25 power in 2 lanes, like at your choice, right? So like here, like obviously if we put like Modok and stuff here, if we split it up differently, we could have done that. But like putting like 15 to 19 in 3 lanes is even better if your opponent's not like focusing on 2, right? What's my favorite card? It's not Agatha. Favorite card, Dr. Octopus, yeah. Easy. And why? I like Dr. Octopus because it's like, it's something that you don't see a lot in card games. Direct hand disruption, where it feels really balanced, right? Where sometimes it's good for your opponent, sometimes it screws you over. And the animation is sick. So, combination of the two. Alright, can we get Colleen? That would be sick. Nope. Sif is also bad unless we get Apocalypse. But yeah, this is where Sunspot is like the nuts, right? Where if I don't draw what I need, I'm just going to keep soaking the Sunspot. Right, like I'm not discarding my Modok. Oh yes, Xmar. Bots can have any cosmetics except for the most recent series pass stuff. And I don't think they can have infinite card backs or titles. But I don't know if that's like a confirmed thing. Okay, Dracula kind of sucks unless we draw the Apocalypse. Morb is like the nuts, right? Because of Modok. So since we have the Morb, I'm going to play the Morb over the Dracula. Because we have double Modok. I'm probably not streaming for that long today because I did a long stream yesterday. Hey Ness, what is a good replacement for Magneto? There's a few things. Like honestly, any good tall 6-drop would be pretty solid. I can go look at the 6-drops and tell you, but Magneto's nice because it does offer you the opportunity to disrupt your opponent. Hold on, let me just finish this game. Let's do it like this. Should be good. Wolverine going here was like really clutch, right? Let me look at my list real quick here. I'll switch over to my Electro Ramp list, and I'll talk about the card choices. Okay, so this is a Electro Ramp list that I like the best right now. One thing you'll notice is that all the cards that cost 5 or higher give you opportunities to win multiple lanes. So, right, Claw can win a lane, another lane, right? Sandman is Sandman. That's kind of an exception. That's more of a disruptive card. Arrow can help you like close out games. Doctor Doom spreads. Odin gives you a second Doctor Doom. Chavez gets your Electron way faster. So if I were to replace Magneto, right? Magneto moves your opponent's cards around. What would be a good replacement? If you want it to be really spicy, yeah, you can try Leech. I don't like Leech in Electro decks because of the fact that you fall behind, right? You Electro into the Leech, and then all of a sudden you're behind, right? The good thing about Electro, like how you make Electro decks better, is by putting cards like Ebony Maw, Lizard, so that you can get ahead early. Right, getting ahead early is very important with Electro Ramp because of the fact that you like restrict yourself so much. Honestly, like putting a Hulk in is probably not terrible. Like just having a big thing, because you don't always need the Magneto effect. Otherwise, you could try Leader. Leader is always the option. If you run Leader, I would probably replace Lizard with Daredevil. And then this list actually becomes very similar to Only Bad Pun's list. He's another high infinite player. And he actually runs this list with Daredevil and Leader. I think he doesn't run Travis, but it's very similar. Yeah, most likely. But so yeah, if you have Leader, you can try that. But if you don't have that many cards, yeah, you said you started playing this game recently. It's probably just Hulk. Yeah. And most of the time you won't notice the difference. Daredevil Electro Leader sounds like your type of degeneracy. Yep, that's what I tell him. Yeah, it's a very it's a thing that you can do in Marvel Snap. That's what I'll say about that. All right, I'm gonna do this so I can Odin here and pull their stuff over. Ideally, I would rather, like, we're always getting Travis here, so okay, we don't pull anything, but let's see, how big is this dinosaur? All right, they're gonna be ahead of us. Let's say they play one card, right? They'll be ahead by well, right now they're ahead by 9, right? Okay, yeah, this always wins. Yeah. But yeah, it's just like you want to put another powerful 5 or 6 drop, so something that will get you ahead on board, right? So it can be Hulk, it can be could be Professor X. Professor X wouldn't be terrible. Just experiment with it. It's flexible. Like the only cards I think like you kind of have to have in an Electro list are the Doctor Doom, the Odin, the Chavez. Obviously, like for top end, I think those 3 are the core cards. Arrow is very good to have if you have that. Sandman is solid, but like they could be something else, right? You could put a Vision instead. Vision is pretty good in an Electro list too, because of the fact that like you allow yourself to move stuff around, right? And if you especially if you're playing a Sandman list, Vision is really strong in Sandman, because a lot of times you can put yourself in a 50-50 where like where you or your opponent plays, right? So if you misplay and you put like your opponent puts something like, let's say your opponent's playing Dino, right? If your opponent puts a dinosaur on where you want it to like arrow, Like low-key, it might have been better to vision so that you could move the vision away, right? Alright, this is the nuts, right? I'd probably snap here if I was playing for keeps. I want to play these out, so we're going to play them out. Can wave next turn. No reason to like do the wave right now. But yeah, I hope that helps a little bit. Like, try out different stuff and see what feels good or bad. And that's the biggest way that like you make decks better, and also like that's how you improve at the game, right? By experimenting. Yeah, you're an infinite playing, sure. Yeah, try some Sandman. Electro. Good old Sandman. Okay, it is a limbo game, so we might actually just Sandman here. Okay, ideally we draw Odin next, but this is still fine, right? Yeah, you have all of those. Yeah, so I'd try them out. try them, see what feels good. Ooh, wait. That Chavez is really rough, right? But this wins, right? I don't think there's anything left in their deck that's more than 7 power. So we'll call them out for that. Yep. Yeah. Magneto's definitely not like a required card. It's a nice to have, not a the deck doesn't work without it card. You're sure Red Skull enjoyer, but you play 10 minutes a day. Yeah, only 10 minutes a day is probably not enough to climb effectively. But it happens. It happens chaotic. As long as you're having fun, that's what matters. Yeah, you do your dailies and you're out. Understandable. Yeah, you love the game, yeah. So it's good. Go back to Dino. I've been wanting to test how Dino feels today. So that's why I keep going back to it. No cable. Forget about the Sentinel. Weird. The new Sentinel variant. You play Dragon Ball card game? Oh, cool. Oh, in real life. Wait. Yeah, that's the nice thing about online card games is you don't have to go out and like find people to play with, which is nice. Okay, this is just bigger than Sentinel. Makes it more likely we pull the Doctor Doom or Arrow. Worst pull is Mystique. We're really sad if we pull the Mystique here. Yeah, Poison. Yeah, we talked about it. I would say Red Skull's probably not good in Electro Ramp. I don't think it's big enough, but the rest of those, yeah, are good. Captain Marvel is an interesting one to try out. It's probably fine too. I would say it's hard to play Gamora without Daredevil, so I might not recommend that one. But all of those sound good. Besides Red Skull, Red Skull is not good in Sandman decks. But yeah, welcome to Chapman. That's Big Dinosaur. Where's our dinosaur? Never dinosaurs. I mean, we have 2 Doctor Dooms. Is that ever enough? The thing is, do we ever get enough power in negative zone, right? If we get dinosaur, maybe? Yeah, Ronin could be interesting. Ronin will be a lot better if you have Master Mold when that comes out. but it's very much a tech card. Alright, this is probably a loss. Like, we just have no way to get... I mean, okay, we win if we draw the Dino, right? That's how we win negative zone. So we'll play it out. Got a 1 and 3 at getting the Dino. Okay, we got the Dino. So we're probably okay. Don't think they can get enough power, 14 power mint. That seems tough. Yep. Dinosaurs. One of the best cards in Marvel Snap. Definitely the best pool 3 card. Or pool 2 card, sorry. Yo, thank you for the follow, Poison. You have Jubilee. That's probably okay. I would say it's kind of rough to not play Ebony Maw in the Sandman list. Because you do really want that early priority. But in my opinion, yes. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what your list looks like, but that's like close to the best list. I would say the one that I have. The only major card that I think is a question mark in the list that I have is the Claw. That could be something else very easily, but everything else is very strong. Yeah, I'm not sure about the Claw though. But yeah, it's not even like fully my list really. Like I've been editing it a little bit at a time based on what I see other people run. I think Cam Best runs a similar Sandman list that he likes. I don't know what he runs in place of I guess I just toss this in the altar, right? I think he doesn't run Claw though, which is a big difference. But I've been liking Claw. So I don't know. It's tough, it's tough. Like most Sandman lists will look like that if you like go up and look at it. Where's a good place to check list? It's tough. It's tough. I usually just look at high rank streamers. So yeah, you're in the right place. No, but yeah, honestly, yeah, usually I'm in like discords with different stream discords. I will eventually make one for this stream. Soon, probably this week. I think I'll have time now this week, so I'll definitely post deck lists there. I post my deck list on Twitter whenever I hit infinite and stuff, so you can check that out. Yeah, you can also check out like Cam Best on Twitter. He posts his list too. They're really good. I recommend them. Okay, we can't get into altar, right, ever? I want a second dinosaur though, right? Yeah. I want more mana. Let's do this. But yeah, I trust usually high ranked players and streamers more than let me grab his handle. So yeah, check out my Twitter. I mean, you can just look under my following. Actually, just if I think you should be able to see who I'm following, and most of them are pretty good. But I'll check Cam Best. It's spelled like this. Oh, I can get into altar now. Awesome. Oh, did I not copy the dinosaur? Oh, because I played into altar. Okay, sorry, I got a little bit distracted. Oh wait, that was really bad. Yeah, now I lose, right? Unless they don't have 9 power. Yeah, Snapfan is fine too. I don't like doing lists based on data, but that's just because I think the best lists are what good players are running more than what the general population is running. But that's just my opinion. But yeah, Snapfan is probably the most accurate website for list. But you can also check out, I haven't checked actually, Untapped has lists now too. That might actually be better. Because they only just recently added it though. But you could check out Untapped. I'd probably recommend this more than that. That's more than Snap Hand. Alright, yeah, I just misplayed there because I played Dinosaur, not last. It's a good basis, yeah. But the issue with Snap data in particular is it's skewed because they can't get rid of bots, right? So lots of lists will look a lot better than they actually are, right? Oh yeah, they actually lock a lot of stuff on untap. It's kind of annoying. So that's my issue with using data for list in this game in particular. There's also no like real API for Marvel Snap, right? So all of the data is crowdsourced, and the people who use the apps are generally better than your average Marvel Snap player, right? Which also skews the data, right? So all the lists are gonna be positive win rate generally. Okay, cloning VATs with collector is awesome, right? So that's another reason that I am skeptical. But yeah, it's a good place to start. But you should, yeah, it's a good place to start. I'll agree with that. But you should always think about like why the decks look the way that they do. Like use critical thinking, right? No, Quinjet. Yeah, losing Quinjet means we just go the Dino path, right? Go Dino Mystique, and hopefully we'll get like Cable, Sentinel, or Agent 13. Oh man, they took our Dino. Alright, can I get Agent 13? Nope. This is kind of awkward. Just do this probably. How big is this, right? We're gonna have 6 cards, so this will be 12. Probably this one, right? This loses to Arrow, but everything else we're pretty solid against. And we get like a ton of collector procs. I have to play Mystique first because otherwise it won't copy the Dino. Like I made the mistake last game. I'm not gonna make it 2 times in a row. Collector. Collector, not bad. But yeah. I'll make another comment too that I think you should take to heart. The best cube equity you can gain in Marvel Snap are from lists that are different from lists that other people use. So not necessarily completely different decks, but putting like 1 or 2 cards that will like flip certain matchups or that are unexpected gains you a lot more cube equity in this game and can like really make it so you can climb ladder faster. So I'll make that comment. Yeah, Chaotic Beast. You weren't here yesterday, but I went through all the Pool 3 list, or Series 3 list, and one of the things I was often doing for like really bad decks, I was like, is this better than Cerebro 2? And if it was worse, I just didn't consider it a playable list. So if that helps you see how bad it is, yeah. I was like, if it's worse than Cerebro 2, it's unplayable. Yeah. So, but it's just the way it is. It is in a really rough spot right now. I don't know how you make it better though. This looks like Cerebro 3, by the way. Yeah, it is. It is. We're just gonna play a big dinosaur in throne room. Win tiebreakers. How do I win here, right? That's the question. I need to win the other side, right? That's how I win. Which means this is 11, 15. Can I get more than this? I can't get more than 15 there. Oh, you got Valkyrie? Yeah. I want to try C3 too. This is more, right? This is 10. Yeah, I want Valkyrie too for that reason. I feel like C3 with Valk and Bast is like actually not terrible. But yeah, but that's not a pool 3 deck. Yeah. The random multiple man saving us there. Pretty nice. I think I'm gonna start splitting Mystique more once I get enough credits. That might be the move for my next splits. I want to do Doc Hawk too, but I just don't have enough boosters for Doc Hawk. I could also do Lockjaw. I have enough Lockjaw boosters. Quantum Realm. You must have missed my tweet then, Chaotic Beasts. I tried C2 on the Quantum Realm, and I thought it was the biggest bait ever for a deck to play. Most of the time you lose the Quantum Realm because Dino exists, or Carnage exists, and it doesn't actually reset it if you get hit by like Wakandan Embassy or Scorpion. Oh, you want to you must have not been like I thought it would like reset it if you got like messed up by a location. Peak it doesn't reset it to 2. Like it's just base power. So that's why I was like, oh, it's bad. Alright, we have Dino, so I don't really care about adding rocks to our deck. Like we're gonna go Collector, White Queen, Dino into Arrow on Bar of No Name, right? And then we always win. So here's an example where like Collector could just be armor, right? Oh, Mystique and Cerebro. Yeah, that was the only time it felt good though. And like Cerebro 2 always feels good if you have Cerebro and Mystique. That was my thing. It didn't make it feel any better without Cerebro and Mystique. Alright, what is this Jubilee? Okay, if they full pass, we lose. That's kind of rough. Right, so if I arrow here, they just full pass and we lose, right? So I need to re-add stuff to my hand, right? Something like this. Try and get max value from Moon Girl. If I do it this way, I get 1 and then doubles. Yeah, it's better. This adds to Collector, which is slightly better. Yeah, it wasn't the worst thing you could be doing, but it was definitely not the best thing you could have been doing on Quantum Realm. that was my conclusion. Magneto. I really liked Dino on that location and Darkhawk. Darkhawk Dino was nuts there. Oh no, you know what was even more nuts? Here, we'll do one game of this deck. It's not Series 3. This deck, the bounce deck on Quantum Realm, actually the nuts. Like making Mysterios 2 power, Hood 2 power, Angela 2 power. This was actually crazy. I like didn't lose a game with this deck on Quantum Realm. I think I won like 50 games in a row or something, and I think I retreated like 1. Yeah, this is a very fun list if you have Darkhawk. This is Jeff's list, I think. It's actually it's very good. It's a very good list. All right. Ideally, I want to go like Iceman, Korg, Beast on this location. So we'll split these up like this. It's fun. I'm really looking forward to playing this when Hitmonkey comes out. Like, I'll actually use this list to climb if one Hitmonkey comes out. We'll just play Angela over here. Like, having something that like powers up on turn 6 is what will make this like nutty. The weakness here is if you don't get your Angela or Bishop early, you're kind of in a rough spot. But like, yeah. Otherwise, it's kind of nuts. Alright, next turn I'm probably just Dark Hawking. So what am I doing this turn? This turn I'll Beast, then I'll Dark Hawk, and then I'll Bishop and play everything. All the 0 cost things. Kind of rough. Dream Dimension kind of sucks, right? Because you want to play a bunch of things on turn 5 usually. But it's gonna... now I can't, sadly. If I get Falcon, I might like play 2 things and then Falcon. But that would be the only thing that changes my play. Yeah, this doesn't change my play. So we get to play this. We'll get to play Bishop, Mysterio, and then all these 0 cost ones. And we're drawing Chavez, but Chavez will stay in hand because we want to play out everything, right? With the Bishop. And we put the Dark Hawk there so we can kind of contest that lane. Although now it looks like... okay, can we contest it, right? That's the question. We need 23. We only add an extra 2. So we're probably ignoring there. Like, we're going to give up the hood just so we can get 1 extra power on Bishop. It's rough. We might not have enough power here. The Dark Hawk is... the fact that they Jubilee and trunk the Dark Hawk too is really rough. Leader... that's not enough because their Bishop doesn't grow. Oh wait, but do they win the Angela lane? They don't, right? Ain't no way. Because that's the real Mysteria. But yeah, we didn't even hit the nuts there. Like, Dream Dimension is awful, right? And we still got like 15, 16, 7. That's pretty strong, right? Would have been more if they didn't pull out stuff from their deck, right? They even had a draw card location. This is a very good deck. But we're waiting for Hitmonkey to make that really competitive. With Hitmonkey, that deck actually becomes like top tier or close to, maybe not like as powerful as the top decks right now. But if those decks get toned down and we get Hitmonkey and Kitty Pryde, that should be a really good deck. Yeah. Kitty Pryde should help that too. Wonder how much Kitty Pryde helps it. But yeah, we'll do some Death Wave. Still a solid deck. Okay, killing the Arrow is great. I don't like to play against Arrow. We play Squirrel on this side in case this is Washington, D.C. But Bucky's probably better. I would say it's the no, not right now. Because those are like your big cards, right? In April there'll be Hitmonkey, so Hitmonkey probably goes in that spot. But it's really rough to play that without Dark Hawk. I wouldn't try and play without Dark Hawk. Dark Hawk is the reason that I would play that deck. Like, why I think it's good. Normally I wouldn't recommend Bounce. Because you just don't get enough power. What are the top tier decks? The top tier decks right now are Thanos, Lockjaw, and Shuri. Specifically the Shuri that runs like Red Skull and Cosmo armor. That one, that specific Shuri deck. Alright, what are we doing here? I mean, we can play something in Dark Dimension, but it achieves nothing, really. What do we have in there right now? Squirrel. Okay, Squirrel will actually fill here. So we can actually put like Killmonger here, and then it will shrink the lizard. It might have been correct to also Carnage and Dark Dimension. I don't know. This is weird because next turn we can't like wave them, right? In our death deck. They're Colossusing. We actually win there right now. Oh wait, it's turn 6 right now anyways, yeah, so it's just this, right? Or no, it's just Arrow, right? Arrow, and then we'll win mid with Squirrel Girl. Whoosh. Yep. That's probably, yeah, that's literally the top deck right now, yeah. Yeah, I think it's just too, yeah. It's the fact that you can play Cosmo and Armor in the Shuri deck with no like repercussions, it's really strong. Yeah, if you're getting play out of it, then it's definitely worth to spend the tokens. But we'll see. We'll see what the touches are for all the top decks in over a week. so it's still got some time. But that means you're playing it well then, Chaotic. The big disadvantage to that deck is usually people know when to leave. But otherwise it's very strong. You'll not be mad. Yeah, I mean, it needs to be touched. It's literally, it's too strong right now, for sure. Alright, so we get to do this, and then we get to Killmonger, which also gives us the Ref card. I would snap here if I thought this was a real person. Go like, I am confident. Right, we get all our destroys, and we get the Ref card. It's just nutty. Yep. Yeah, there's like, yeah. The deck is too strong. There's no weakness to it. Okay, Carnage is actually better. And then we'll go Killmonger Demon next turn. I don't know if all the lines are broken. I think the biggest issue, like, I don't think Shield Task is that big of an issue, right? It's only 20 power in 2 lanes, and it's very telegraphed. The Red Skull is the biggest issue for me. Where it's just, it's too big. Too large. Alright, I want Prio here. How do I get Prio? Like this, right? Get ahead in every lane generally gives you Prio. Alright, I mean now they're, looks like they're taking it. It's pretty tough for them to put enough power, right? Okay, yeah, they didn't get enough in the raft. Oh man, that Moon Knight. Discarding our best card. Alright, we're gonna do this into Giganto Arrow probably. Arrow the mid most likely. 511 might be too weak. We were thinking just 513 with the current text when we were talking yesterday. Me and a couple other high infinite players. But yeah, because we still want it to be playable. Oh, I just realized that was Carmitage. So that was not as good as I wanted it to be. But they also passed, so this always wins, right? It's tough. It's a tough one. But it's definitely way too big right now. And like honestly, like, yeah. Shuri on anything else feels strong, but it doesn't feel unbeatable, right? That's the big thing that we were discussing. Like Shuri Nimrod feels good, but you definitely don't feel bad when you get Shuri Nimroded. Like, it's very beatable. Same with like Shuri, She-Hulk, stuff like that. We'll hold this. I like just playing Yondu over here. I like not playing Hood here. This is why actually you see a lot of people cut Hood for ice, for like different cards. Is that if you play the Hood early, you're just asking for it to be eaten. to be armored, or cosmoed. So like if you already have one drops, definitely play those out so you can try and get ahead, and then play your like hood on the same turn you carnage. Since I have carnage here, that's why I'm doing that. Sometimes you have to play it early. If you have to play it early, then it's fine. Yeah. But if you don't have to, hold it. We don't have wave, so I kind of want to play this here. I don't want to play into Leshugia just yet. Like I want wave or era, and then I'll be happy. All right, debris is awesome because now death is like almost free, right? Just gonna get ahead everywhere and then just era. Oh, you're waiting for a 0. Yeah, waiting for specific cards in the token shop is really rough. What was this? Like my story here is that I waited for Sarah in the shop for over a month when it first came out. It was actually crazy. I think it was like the second to last card to show up. I was keeping track. So it can take a while. It can take a long while. Alright, but I'll be honest, I'm pretty tired, so I think I'm gonna call it now. Thank you for everyone who stopped by. If you enjoyed anything here, please drop me a follow. I stream every day. Trying to improve the stream every day as well. So I've been working on that. I will be streaming tomorrow as well. Usually I go for around 4 hours, but yeah, I did an 8-hour stream yesterday, so I think we're gonna call this one early. Please stick around though, you'll get extra channel points for a raid. So I'm gonna go check to see who's online to raid. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Yeah, thanks for hanging around. Chaotic Ness, it's always great to have you guys here. Let's see, who do I know? Okay, let's go check out Lambie series. I like Lambie series a lot. He's one of the top innovators of Thanos. It looks like he's playing some Leech right now, but stick around, you'll get some extra channel points. And say hi to Lambie series for me. I'll say hi as well. Yeah, good night everybody. Good night Xmar too. Yeah, thank you guys for sticking around. Thank you for all the new follows. And I will see you tomorrow. All right, I'm just waiting for a few more people to join the raid. Join the raid. You'll get extra channel points. Can play against me, make me play your deck. Pretty fun stuff. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Have a good night.